Hi, I'm an engineer, or I will be if I can pull this off. Now, you've probably seen videos like this one or this one from Taser, and that circumstance is a lot more common than you would think. See, I really want to go for my master's to a PhD here at my university, but in order to get into the PhD lab, I have to make a robot that isn't just a Roomba. Now, I've previously worked on big robotics projects for the National Raytheon Design Competition where I placed third, but third isn't good enough anymore. I'm in my master's degree now, expectations are higher, and the lab isn't just accepting anybody. Now, one of my professors, Dr. Crane, told me that he had previously worked on a special stewards platform that could be applied to a lab on campus. The lab was the Machine Intelligence Lab, or MIL, where I worked under Dr. Schwartz for a year designing a turret system for the Robot X International competition, and then the new handbook came out. Everything that I had worked on was scrapped. Everything that I had been working on for the better part of a year had been completely thrown out. Now, it wasn't the lab's fault or the professor's fault. It's an international competition, and they make the rules. So I packed up shop. But the robotics itch never left. I started doing research on professors at my university that I would want to work under for PhD, and found that Dr. Islam had some really impressive projects. So I quickly registered for his class, and after the first week, I went and asked if he would take any more PhD students. He basically said, well, if you're good enough. So I gave him the idea of a stabilized platform that would be fast and accurate and had all these applications. He liked the idea, and he gave me the deadline of completing it for the class project. I started research and found a design that was almost exactly what I needed by this guy, Harrison Lowe. Huge shout out to him. He's been super helpful. And that was it. I just needed to change a few things, add a few IMUs, and it would work. Turns out, motors, motor drivers, IMUs, and everything else in a robot gets expensive really fast. So I found the exact parts that I needed before reaching out to the companies that made them to beg for the parts in exchange for sponsorship. So I really need to thank Odrive, Xsens Movella, and Mutt for sponsoring this project. It really would not have been possible without you. So that brings me to now. It's 1 month away from graduation, and this robot has to be fully functioning by April 21st, or that's it. I don't get the position, I fail the class, I don't graduate, and my life is over. Light work. So what's next? I have to finish wiring the robot, create some feet to mount it to, improve some of the parts because they're a little wobbly, and attach the IMUs, and then finally write the software. How hard could it be? I really hope that is not foreshadowing. So I will see you in the next episode when hopefully it is all done physically and I just need to work on software.